Now, peptidyl transferase. Now, this is basically an enzyme. So, when we talk about a ribosome is basically made up of proteins as well as RNA. So, here you can see about peptidyl transferase, the first option is 23S ribosomal RNA. This is true because along with the protein component of the ribosome, what is present is nothing but a 23S ribosomal RNA. B, forms peptide bonds. The function of peptidyl transferase is nothing but formation of bonds between the adjacent amino acids. C, component of ribosome. Just now I mentioned that one of the component of ribosome is ribosomal RNA. The next one, all the three. So, as I told, all these things are right with respect to peptidyl transferase. The option which is correct for this question is option D. Dear students, let us see the next set of questions. Sickle cell anemia is caused, the options are A, when valine is replaced by glutamic acid in beta polypeptide chain, their PPC, it is nothing but the abbreviation of polypeptide chain. Second option, when glutamic acid is replaced by valine in beta PPC, when glutamic acid is replaced by valine in alpha PPC, when valine is replaced by glutamic acid in alpha PPC. Now, let me tell something about the sickle cell anemia. Sickle cell anemia is actually an autosomal recessive disorder. This is basically caused by a point mutation which takes place in the messenger RNA where one codon is replaced. So, in the gene, instead of GAG, the A is replaced by U, which makes it GUG. So, because of this change in the nitrogen base, the polypeptide chain will produce a defective hemoglobin which results in the disease called sickle cell anemia. Now, when you talk about the hemoglobin, it is made up of two types of polypeptide chain. One is alpha and other one is beta. And here the point mutation or the replacement of the codon takes place in the beta polypeptide. So, according to this information, you can see that the right answer over here is B, when glutamic acid is replaced by valine in the beta PPC. Next question, which RNA or which messenger RNA will be translated to a polypeptide chain containing 8 amino acids? You can see these are the options given. Now, how to find out how many amino acids are formed? We are all aware that a set of 3 codons will specify a single amino acid. So, whenever we read the genetic code, if you see in the DNA, there is no punctuations, comma, full stop, nothing is there. The nitrogen bases are continuously present. But when it is read, it is always read in a set of 3. So, here also we can just mark sets of 3 each. Now, when we go on marking in this manner, we can see how many each set of 3 represents one amino acid. But here you can see in between there are some sets of codons which are called nonsense codon or the terminator codons. What are these nonsense codons or the terminator codons? These are nothing but the codons which mark a stop to the protein synthesis. That is, whenever in the messenger RNA these nonsense or the terminator codons come, the synthesis of polypeptide chain stops over there. So, let us see here and solve this. You can see this is a set of 3, again 3, mark. Now, each set codes for a specific amino acid, but you observe carefully, you can see that there are nonsense codons which are present in between the coding sequences. What are the nonsense codons? U, A, U, A, G and U, G, A. These are the three nonsense codons, or what we call the terminator codons. So if you observe carefully, in this chain you can see there is a UAG present over here. The presence of this UAG marks the termination of polypeptide synthesis over here. So in this chain, if you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 is the number of amino acids present in this particular polypeptide chain. In the next one, if you see, if you search for a nonsense codon, you will find that the nonsense codon is present over here. So if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We are in search of an polypeptide chain which is containing 8 amino acid. So according to this, option B is the right answer. If you apply the same thing for option C and D, you can find that there are nonsense codons present here and there which will not produce exactly 8 amino acids. Students, let's see the next set of questions. The percentage of human genome which encodes proteins is approximately less than 2%, 5%, 25%, 99%. According to Human Genome Project, it was found that all the genes present in a DNA, they do not code for proteins. Only a small percentage of the genes present in the DNA code for proteins, and that percentage was estimated on less than 2%. So the right option here is A.